Ramp strategies have existed in the modern metagame for a very long time, and whether that be kind of tutoring up extra lands and putting them onto the battlefield, or just having your mana do its work for you and just honestly tapping for more. Many of these strategies have existed, and in today's video, we're playing some mill against a more untraditional version of ramp, and I want to kind of go through that. The more traditional version that we obviously see in terms of your lands tapping for more are going to be the Urza's variant, the Tron variant, where they assemble 3 different lands: Urza's Tower, Urza's Mine, Urza's Power Plant, through the use of cards like Expedition Map to tutor them up and create consistency to ultimately create 7 mana on turn 3 to cast cards like, well, Karn Liberated. This version though, however, looks to take advantage of, first and foremost, Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth to turn all of its lands, and heck, even our lands, which is pretty nice, into swamps. Why do we use that? Cabal Coffers. Now, this is a more EDH style of combo, very common in that format, and a big reason why this card is expensive. But essentially, once you're up at 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, you're then starting to go up on the amount of mana that you can create. 4 is about even, I believe, and then kind of 5 plus you're netting. And with that, you're casting big mono block spells, big things, and it's a bit of a slower deck, but ultimately it is a fragile combo deck. And what does that mean? Well, we treat it the same way we do with Tron with Amulet, and we kind of tear it apart. Enjoy the games. Yo, that took a lot out of me. That was insane. I can't top that. Like, oh my god, folks, like my brain hurts. My brain hurts right now. That was insane. I can't. That was absolutely insane. I don't know, chat, like, I don't know, just speak to me. Like, I like, oh, I don't know. Like, I think I have to pay someone to make the thumbnail. Like, I can't just make it myself. Like, that was, can someone just go on the Mill Discord and just say, I just played the greatest game of Mill ever? Like, I literally just played the greatest game of Mill in the world. Did anyone clip that, by the way? Like, I know YouTube does clips now. Did anyone clip that? Like, insane. Absolutely insane. What would you do if you had 4 traps now again? Like, I'd leave. I'd shut down the stream. I would shut down the stream. Like, it's too much, because I can't just have all this karma coming back onto me. I can't just have all this karma like coming back onto me. Like, yo, knock on wood. Like, come on. Knock on wood. Knock on wood right now. It's fine. Okay, so we'll play. Yeah, we'll play the Fractured Sanity. So they're about to put 3 cards in their yard, right? So 1, 2, 3. We can. We go for the Fractured regardless. Cobra is actually not that bad, but that's fine. I wonder what they're ramping into. So this is like mono black coffers, right? Mono black coffers. Okay, so they're just trying to ramp into like archons and stuff. Okay. Sure. Emrakul the Promised End, pretty good tutor target. Sure. So I want them to actually, like, in response to the expedition map, I'm gonna archive trap. Is it ever worth cycling sanity? The majority of the time you are actually going to be cycling sanity. It's just the games you've been seeing today, I haven't been, but like, just because like my opponents have been playing a little bit slower, like you can kind of wait out your turns and like get it out there. But the majority of the time, like, you're only going to cast like maybe 1 hard casted, you'll maybe cast like 1 hard casted Fractured a game, and you'll probably just be cycling it more often than not, because you just got to be thinking of it like, you know, you get a redraw, you fill their graveyard a little bit. The majority of spells in Modern are 4 CMC and less, so if you're putting 4 cards in the graveyard, Drowning the Loch is, you know, hitting a fair decent amount, right? Let's draw 3 cards first. Perfect. I'm actually gonna hit the Archon here. I'm gonna surgical, actually Karn the Great Creator. Holy, I'm just noticing that now. Karn the Great Creator is actually probably a better hit. Yeah, they have a card in hand. Perfect. Yeah, good call. Yeah, Karn the Great Creator is a better hit. This is a cool deck though. Oh, they're a 4 Thoughtseize deck too. All right. All right. Liliana the Veils too. This is gonna be a tough matchup. I think we just like stole this first game from them, but in general, this is gonna be a pretty tough matchup. So whenever opponent discards a card, enters the battlefield, if it was kick, so there's no attack trigger on it, that's fine. Milled over 3 cards, it was just 3 lands, not great. So they're gonna be ramping out into stuff, right? One of the biggest changes that I'm really happy with right now is the fact that one of the biggest changes that I'm happy about with MTGO recently has just been that thanks to surgical, like thanks to the recent change on surgical, you can actually, like when I surgical my opponent, it actually just shows me what's in their hand. Like before you had to like snip it, but now they actually just straight up show you what's in their hand, which is like really sweet. Oh, so I know exactly the cards in their hand right now. Yeah. Draw 3 cards again. This is just the nuts. Like I'm drawing like crazy good cards right now. Do they only have 2 Lilianas in their deck? Did I mill over a Thoughtseize? Because Thoughtseize is a good hit here too with my surgical. Yeah, because they have like 4 Thoughtseizes left, right? So like, what am I even milling over here? Like, come on now. What creature did they return? Emrakul the Promised End. Interesting. That's fine. Draw. I'm actually gonna hit the Thoughtseizes. I don't really care about Lily at this point. I'll hit the Thoughtseizes. Alright, 2 Thoughtseizes left in their deck. They don't really have anything. They've invoked a target opponent, sacrifice a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life. You draw a card, then repeat this process for an enchantment and a planeswalker. Oh, interesting. It's a pretty damn good card. Let's hit him with that. Their hand is exactly that. And that's fine. It's fine. So they'll probably invoke Despair. They kind of have to, right? They have to get rid of the crab. Because they can't play Emrakul, they have to get rid of the crab. Yep. Yep. Just gonna take some damage. That's fine. You're drawing more cards. That's not what you want to do. I'm gonna archive trap you. You suck at this game. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Perfect. So we know their deck kind of in totality. I'll be kind of interested to see what they, I don't know, what else they could bring in. Because this looks like a matchup. This is going to be really tough because, like, I think we want Surgical here. I don't know if we want Bridge, and I don't know if we want Cobrew. Probably not Fatal Push, and Tasha's is like really bad. I think I want like Extirpates, Ashiok, and that's it. I could play like Damnation. Go for the Throat is actually pretty good here. Drown in the Loch is like the biggest contention piece, but well, yeah, that's where things are a little bit tough. Like I kind of want to get rid of Visions, but I also recognize that Visions is going to, like, I kind of want to get rid of Visions, but yeah. Oh god. Because I have to, like, I want the surgical extraction here for the coffers, right? If we can stop coffer, like if we can get coffers, we stop their ramp. Like they're not really going to search the library, but they do have like expedition maps, so I think it's like fine. Like, I think we just keep this, right? Can't really get rid of bad hands like this. I think drown is still D's because it hits profane always. Yeah, it's probably pretty fair. Okay, so we know they're going to be searching early, which is actually pretty nice. Like they'll probably search next turn. I can get a good like extra pay target off. Like if they tutor, I can archive trap, get coffers. Which is actually a pretty big game. I don't want to F6 through just in case they take advantage of it. Like I had some pretty bad moments with that. So I think I'm just gonna play the Otawara. I think I'm just gonna play out the Otawara. Just in case I get desperate and I need to visions. But like, yeah, like I'm not exactly looking to like play anything on 3, so it's not that serious. It's fine. Oh, they're being really like thing about it. I don't blame them here. I don't blame them. This is a good set of plays from them, right? Like, because they're gonna get a coffers down. I'll definitely get an archive trap in there. Yeah, without Field of Ruin, I mean, Field of Ruin's a good way to get rid of it, but we're not exactly drawing Field of Ruin. Okay, it's interesting that they're doing this now because I thought they would want to do this on their turn to play coffers. Urberg, interesting. Okay, so Urberg I don't really care about. They probably have the coffers. Cabal coffers, there it is. So go to their draw and then take the Cabal coffers. Yeah, Urberg I don't really care about. So just take the ramp off their deck, right? So what are they, like, they brought in Douthies against me. Are there any shuffle effects? No, it's kind of just Karn. They have a card in hand, which they'll play here, which is unfortunate. I don't have the counter for it. That Karn's just gonna wreak havoc. Like, the Karn's probably gonna have a shuffle effect. That's a little unfortunate. But I mean, it's like, it's part of the course, right? Yeah, it's part of the course. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna have to deal with an active Karn, which is not great. They have to have like an Elixir of Immortality or something. There's no way. I'm gonna start even destroying my lands too, right? I might even, this might actually be a good time to just burn the visions. Cause like I need to draw another land. I want to be able to double drown here. That's the big thing. I need another land. So I'm actually just gonna draw. Yeah, perfect. Just want to confirm that, right? So we'll play the Flooded Strand. What's funny is we don't even need to crack it. Yeah, what's funny is we don't even need to crack it. It just counts as a swamp. So we stop their ramp, which is pretty big. Yep, so we're gonna counter that. That, counter that. Probably minus on Karn again. Get liquid metal code, no, not liquid metal, Elixir of Immortality. Yep. It's funny, what's funny here is like, even if we, like, Karn can get stuff out of exile, right? Okay, I guess they just named the Shelldock out, right? That's fine. I just counter whatever's next. So I'm just gonna thin out my deck a little bit. See if they play a creature here, and I can Fatal Push it. That's fine, like that's just gonna name Shelldock Isle. It's not a concern. Like I lose one Archive Trap, whatever. Like I'm gonna fracture them here. I guess it's like worth countering, but like with that aspect in mind, but nah. Not particularly concerned. Like I think we can get there. It might be the misplay, but like I think we can get there. Cascading Cataracts, that's fine. Field of Ruin is pretty good. Actually gonna save that. Yeah, what also sucks here is I'm going to use up 3 of my blue lands. So I'm saving that. I'm saving the Field of Ruin for anything like super problematic that I see. At least they don't get a minus on Karn right now. They could play the Golos that's in their hand. They revealed a bunch of things. So 1, 2, 3. Played the Urberg, they've played that. They haven't played Bloodstained Mire, they've played Karn. 5 cards in hand, mystery card. Yeah, play the Golos here. Yep. Search your library for a land card, put that card on the battlefield tapped. It's fine. We can kill Golos here with our Drown. That's fine. And I'm more than happy for them to just like be drawing cards here. So that's actually pretty good because I can hit the Delthies if that's what I want. I think Thoughtseize is probably a better hit. Cancel that. Exile top 3 cards you allow me to play them this turn. Yeah, it's not. Can they create 5 colors of mana? Yeah, they can, right? Yeah, they can. Okay, so I could also just field it actually. Oh no, but this is an indestructible land. Yeah, so just kill the Golos. We know there's Takenuma in their hand, so I could actually just surgical the Takenuma now, which is probably pretty good. Unless they don't have... Yeah, I mean, if they go to Takenuma... I'll just crypt. Yeah, if they go to Takenuma, I'll just crypt. And then... Yeah. Let me think here. So draw... Probably just like... Do they have Liliana in here? I'd probably hit Liliana. Thoughtseize is kind of annoying. But it's fine. It's not the end of the world. If they Thoughtseize me, I just play both spells. It's fine. I don't want to exactly take Thoughtseize here. Sure, the Mire. Profane Tutor, sure. Profane Tutor puts it into their hand, right? Okay. I don't know why they're not attacking with their Pithing Needle, but I guess it's because they're scared of us having removal. So let's, in that case... I don't even know. I kind of just want to save this. But I also don't want to draw a land this turn. So I think I'll take Blast Zone. Because that saves my threats. I think I'll take the Blast Zone. And then we grab Island. We have enough swamps. Everything's a swamp, so... Drown's actually huge. We just pass through. Again, if they Takenuma, we crypt. And everything's a swamp, so Drown's super easy to cast. We just counter whatever's next. Whatever they tutor for next, essentially, with Karn, we can just counter. And we know like two out of 3 cards in their hand. Takenuma? Like, let's get them to mill 3 cards, and then I can like surgical what they want from here. So let that resolve. So what do they return? Emrakul, the Promised End. Protection from instant uncounterable. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I made a mistake, folks. I made a mistake. Yo, I dropped the bag. Emrakul, the Promised End. I dropped the bag. I can still counter it. It's fine, I can still counter it. So let me actually surgical Liliana. Yeah, let me actually surgical Liliana. Because that's also another win condition for them, right? Just kind of like taking that up. But also they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're 8 cards. Emrakul's 13, so it's not actually that much of a problem. 8, like they're at 8 mana. Emrakul's 13. It's not that terrible. Profane Tutor is a problem. That thing's about to like get to where. Okay, it's still got mad time counters on it, so it's fine. Sure, they're gonna tutor. Okay. Okay, there's one Lily, there's a Douthie in their hand, which is unfortunate. They don't have much in their hand though. They don't have much left. It's fine, so I can kill the Douthie. That's gone. We'll just exile that for fun. I actually do want to counter this because then that gives them access to the artifacts on the sideboard. I actually do want to counter this. Seems kind of weird, but yeah, I do want to counter this. I'm just thinking through this now because Karn grabs from exile as well, so I really do want to counter that. Sure. Okay, no. I completely forgot this thing like was reduced. Oh, I completely forgot that thing was reduced. I do get my turn back though. They get to control 1 turn, right? Well, the player takes an extra turn. That's fine. I didn't draw a mill spell. Yeah, I should have countered the thing. Well, it's the same thing, right? Like, because if I didn't counter that, they would have gone the... No, you know what? I made the right play. Yeah. No, I made the right play. I made the right play because at least they don't get access to the artifacts. What I did miss was I F6 through. I could have fatal pushed the Douthie. Yeah, so the play was still correct. The play was still correct. No, wait, no, it would have been reduced. Oh, they just gave me the turn back. Interesting. They didn't do anything. Why didn't they do anything? What was the whole point of anything you just did? Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna take your Urberg. I don't need to. I'll fatal push this. I don't know what my opponent's doing right now. I don't know why they didn't like do anything. So I'm gonna just exile these, and I guess you can get Golos, but like it doesn't really like what is Golos gonna do for you right now? You know what? I will hit this now. Hit the Urberg. Get an island. Right, crypt them. They are swinging at me for 13 a turn, but it's fine. I'm at 40. And they have a fatal push in hand. Profane Tutor does tutor for something here, so that is a problem. But the deck doesn't have much. So we got 2 cards here. Let's see if we can't close this out. Tutor for a card. Put in your hand. Okay. Yup. Douthie. Yeah, they're just going on the swing plan. Yeah, I don't blame them. Hit me with a clock. Hit me with a clock. Oh, wow. All right, and we just draw it. There you go. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it, folks. Come on. We're just on this win train. We're just catching bare dubs. It doesn't matter how bad we played it. We're just catching bare dubs. All right. I think we're just gonna call it. Like,